So hey, if you're waiting for the market to crash, you might be waiting for a while. But if you're waiting for opportunity, Colorado Springs might be the market for you. Yeah, so a few years ago, it was hot, it was heavy. We couldn't keep inventory on the market. Now homes are sitting a little bit longer, and buyers have a little more of an opportunity to take advantage of a market that's gotten pretty expensive here in the Springs. All of that today and more in the Colorado Springs Real Estate Market Update for October 25. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Mark with My Front Range Living, and we are a team of full-time real estate agents here in Colorado Springs. And yeah, we're going to hop right into the market update today. And again, as always, we want to have this quick disclaimer. All of this information is from the Pikes Peak Multiple Listing Service, and this is only single family. So while we will talk about Colorado Springs, it's not just Colorado Springs, it's Colorado Springs and the surrounding area. So if you're thinking about buying in Colorado Springs, this is really good information for you to have, but it's not just Colorado Springs, it's the Springs and the surrounding area. So let's hop right into it. So new inventory. Yeah, new inventory, as you can imagine, it went up. It was 1328 in September, and it went up to 1389. Not a huge jump, and it's really not that much of a dip from last year. In October, it was 1408 were new to the market, but this year it's 1389 in October. It's kind of flat overall, but wait until you hear this number. Sales are down from 1,026 last month to only 876 this month. That's a fairly substantial dip. And then it's a big dip from last year as well, when it was only 998. Not a ton, but still a good sized dip. So let's talk about average sales price, because you guessed it, it went down. 565.3 in September, down to 543.6. Which is okay, but when you look at it from this time last year, 557.7, it's still down both month over month and year over year. More on that in just a second. Median sales price kind of hovering right where it needs to be, 473.5, down from 479.4 last month, down just flat basically from 475 the same time last year in October of 24. But get this, active homes, yeah, down, but again, new sales went, or new inventory went up. So 3,918 active homes. That's big. Now, not as big as last month when it was 4,010, but we're also not selling as much as we did last month. But it's also way up from last year when it was 3,314 units. So that's a lot. Now, here's what's interesting. Days on market, flat month over month, 54 to 54. So all of that means, as inventory is going up, sales price is leveling out, and inventory is kind of it's flat. What that means is home prices are going to have to come down. There's a 70% discrepancy between the value increase in homes from 2019 to the wage increase in that same time period. So that's a really dramatic difference, right? So it's gotten way more expensive, and payrolls just haven't kept up. So we have a lot of things going on right now. It is a great time to be a buyer. Like I said at the top, concessions are happening. You can get sellers to pay closing costs. Anybody who's got their home on the market right now needs to sell their home. No one's testing waters, anything like that. So it's a great opportunity to get perhaps a deal if you are a buyer. But the reality of it is consumer sentiment remains really, really low. All of that to say, super complicated market. It could be a very good time to take advantage of an opportunity to buy, but it's still not a fantastic market overall, just from a financial standpoint. So, Mark, what is a crash? And I get that. And really, it's subjective. Amber and I were just having this conversation. Historically, a value decrease in homes of 20 to 30% indicates a crash of some kind in the housing market. And we're nowhere near there. As I said, our values are not plummeting at that kind of a rate. We have to go 2 or 3 times further into this, at which point people just aren't going to sell their homes. That's the bottom line. They're just going to end up hanging on to their homes, which then takes us into the conversation of, well, what's the rental market like? And I don't want to get into that. We'll do that on another video. But yeah, it's really wild. We're nowhere near a housing crash right now. We just had a meteoric rise over the last 5, 6, 7 years in home values, and it just has to come back down to a more reasonable value for buyers. We hope that you appreciated the content today. It's been really interesting kind of digging into this, taking a look at it from a higher, like under a microscope kind of a deal. It's really, really cool for us. I enjoy it. I'm a nerd like that. If you want to know more, you can go in the description of the video below. Our website is down there, myfrontrangeliving.com, or we also have our relocation guide. If you are thinking about moving to the area, you can click on that. That's yours. It's just another resource. It helps you kind of figure out where your criteria might fit certain areas of town. As always, we hope to see you soon. Have a great day.